YouTube, long time no talk, man. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Your boy is back. I took some time off. I also had a really shitty phone where the audio was fucked up. I also ran over. I didn't break it. I ran it over one of my GoPros. Funny story. I'll get to that later though. But today, man, I want to talk to y'all about DOT inspections. This is a serious topic. Trust me. DOT inspections and how you can be prepared for them and the different types and what you as a driver should be looking out for. Just because it's not your truck don't mean you shouldn't give a damn, and you gotta, you don't get paid enough, because at the end of the day, when you get pulled over and you get violated because you had fucking 3 lights out, you have to pay for it. So don't get paid enough for that and then turn around and you got to pay for it. So it don't make sense. It's counterproductive. So first and foremost, your book with your insurances and permits and all of that. Let me see, can I get it to focus? There we go. You know, make sure it's nice and neat. You know, I got plastic sleeves, or the company had plastic sleeves and all of that. I like that. It's nice and neat. It's easy to look through, which it should be. If you are on ELDs, you do always have to keep this, some sort of manual for them to know how to operate your electronic device, or else there is a big fine. Trust me. I don't know if off experience, but it's been made clear that is required. So damn, let me get my focus right. There we go. I was almost about to disappear there in the sunlight, too bright. But there's 3 primary types of DOT inspections, though I did recently learn something new. There are actually 6. So there are 6 different types of DOT inspections. I say 3 primary because level 1 and 2. Well, level 1, 2, and 3 is what you will encounter most with general freight, driver and all of that. Level 6 is like some radioactive shit. So unless you're doing some specialized transport with radioactive material and all that, you probably won't even ever encounter that. Level 5 being a level 1 without the driver present, and level 4, I don't remember. I'm sorry, y'all gotta go do your own research on those 3. But I'm gonna talk about the level 1, the level 2, and the level 3. Now the level 1 probably being the most in-depth. They do the full walk around, lights, tires, brakes, check the frame for cracks, checking the windows for cracks, checking your paperwork, your books, licenses, your med card, hazmat. They go through a hazmat. They can also climb up in this motherfucker, check seat belts, coupling devices, your 5th wheel, like full on. This is all full on pre-trip stuff you should be looking for in a pre-trip and a post-trip. So if you're not doing those, you will miss some of this stuff, and they will catch it on a level 1. So just be attentive to how you pre-trip and post-trip, man. I see it every day, every morning. Guys just get up. They get up, they get out the truck, go in, probably take a piss, brush their teeth, wash their face. They come out, they get rolling. Don't do nothing. Don't check a single light. Don't thump a tire. At the very least, do a walk around. At the very least. If you're going to be lazy, at least walk around that motherfucker. I'm telling y'all, or else it's going to cost you. Because you just never know when you're going to get pulled over for an inspection. Now, the level 2 is a little bit lighter. It's a vehicle walk around, which is what I got just recently down in Mississippi, just east of Jackson. 7 o'clock in the morning, man. What time was it? Yeah, 7:02 a.m. And it ended at 7:19. So a 17-minute inspection. Walk around. He checked my lights, made sure they all worked. Headlights, high beams, low beams, 4 ways. I had to hold the brake. He listened for any air leaks. He checked my books, made sure everything was there, was up to date. He checked my DOT medical card, made sure that was up to date. It wasn't expired. Checked my license, make sure it was valid. And that's pretty much a level 2. I mean, that's it. And a level 3, the lightest. If you want to get an inspection, you want a level 3, especially if you one of the lazy fucks I see in the truck stop that don't do their inspections, or they don't do their pre-trips or their post-trips. It's just a driver inspection. It's just checking your book. It's just checking your license. It's just checking your med card. And that's it. I mean, pretty simple. You want to be on top of that. That's all they check. And if no violations are found, hell, at real, I had an inspection, no violations. I got $100 for a level 1. It took about an hour. Shit, I looked at it like, hey, I made $100 for an hour. Extra $100 for that day, on top of what I had drove for the day and all of that. So if you're not doing it, however, you do get a violation and you end up fucking out of service. Hell, when I got this inspection, man, 7 o'clock in the morning, I had just got started. I literally had just got started an hour and a half prior. I probably got up about 5:45 and started rolling. Did my pre-trip like I should be doing, or you should be doing. Made sure everything was straight. I got rolling. And sure enough, random ass, like literally random. He was sitting on the shoulder. It was a few of them, matter of fact. Every mile or so, it was one sitting on the shoulder. And sure enough, he pulled out. You know, he's sitting on the right shoulder. I get over in the middle lane, get by him, get back over, and he pulled off and followed me about a mile, probably putting in the license. I don't know. He followed me for about a mile, and then he hit his lights. And I tried to get to an exit ramp, but of course you want to exit the highway safely. If you can, for their safety and yours, because a lot of these fucking four-wheeler idiots that can't keep their eyes off you, they won't move over. And, you know, with staring at something, you tend to drift towards it. So the stupid fucks will fucking run into you or the officer, and now you lost a day or whatever because they didn't kill the damn dude. So if you can, man, just try to hit one of the exit ramps. Make it safe for you and them. And use in most states, they got the areas where they actually do them. This was a roadside. I don't see why they would want to do that, but I guess it's part of their job. They got to take the risk. Just like, hell, if you going on the road and you got a tire blowout, you hit the shoulder, you take that risk. So it's just one of them things where you try to be conscious of your surroundings and theirs. Be polite to him. Hell, he was polite to me. I'll give him that same respect. If he a dick to you, or if the guy was a dick to me, I just keep my damn mouth shut. As much as you want to say something, you want to snap back, just answer his questions and let them go on their power trip and keep it moving. Don't blow it up. Don't entice it. None of that. He could have easily been a dick, but he was cool. He walked up, said good morning. First and foremost, he said good morning, driver. I just want you to know, word for word, I just want you to know you didn't do anything wrong, but I am pulling you over for a random safety inspection. This will be a level 2. First thing I need, driver's license, medical card, and your book. All of that was already prepared for him. My license is always on my person. Your medical card should be on your person, meaning on you, pocket, or at the very least within arm's reach, and so should your book. It shouldn't be no getting up, going to the back to get it. You gotta go dig through all your stuff to get your damn wallet, get your license, because then you opening up a whole nother can, and that's something you don't want. So just be a little aware of that. That's how you can always be prepared. Pre-trip, your en route checks, en route inspections. He could have checked my damn load, especially flatbedders. These level 1s, level 2s, they will go and check your securement. And if it ain't right, you got what they deem as a loose or not enough securement, it's over for you. You will get placed out of service, or you might get a slap on the wrist and told to correct it if you can, but generally you will be placed out of service. So just be conscious of that, be aware of that. That's pretty much it, man. I can't get too in depth. Well, that's just the basics, I should say. It's a lot of stuff I don't know. The criteria pretty much vary state to state and officer to officer, but for the most part, your level ones, like I said, is everything you learned on the pre-trip. Everything you learned to look at on the pre-trip, that's your level one, essentially, plus the books and plus your med card and license. A level 2 is just a walk around. Level 3 is, like I said, books, license, hazmat, any incident, history, stuff like that. They just want to see that. So if you can produce that and you do your job, you take care of your responsibilities as a driver, or not only a driver, but that's one of your forgive me. That's one of your responsibilities as a driver. I just had a mega brain fart. So do your job, man. Like I said, I see it all the time. Guys not doing it, and the first thing they do is get mad when they get pulled in for inspection. And you know, of course it's a money grab, but if you on your shit, you cross your I's, or you dot your I's and you cross your T's, you ain't got no issues. You don't have nothing to worry about. They'll pull you in, you'll get inspected, and like I said, if you pass it, your company will pay you for it. Hell, it goes or it stands good against your CSA and theirs. If you go in there and you get fucked over because you're not doing your job, it goes against you, it goes against your company, and you have to pay for it, and you've lost time now. So try and keep it together, y'all. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's all I got for y'all today. So yeah, after that is done, you know, no longer at rail. As y'all could probably see, the scenery has changed. I will be getting into that soon. I do want to give it some time here to before I start doing my I'm not even gonna call it recommendations, but before I talk about them, so I do know what I'm saying is true. I don't want to be putting out no information on nobody. And you know, I've seen it happen. Guys flock over to a company because of what they hear and see on YouTube, and if you get fucked over, don't come looking at me. I'm only gonna tell you my experience. Just like I was at Real, I still stand by that. I didn't leave because of them. I left because I felt like it was time for me to move on and to elevate and to move, you know, make a better situation for myself. But with that, me moving from a large company to a smaller company, there are trade-offs. For instance, I'm at the terminal now, or what they call the terminal, and the shop is mainly a shop, but they got the office in there, dispatch and all that. There's no weekend, no night dispatch. There's no 24/7 mechanical support. You can't roll up in here 3 o'clock in the morning and get something fixed. You gotta wait till the next morning. And if you roll in on the weekend, you need something taken care of, you have to wait till Monday morning. So pretty much with that, you kind of get something figured out. You either fix it yourself, get it fixed on the road, but they would rather do it in-house. And if it's not something that's urgent or drastic, I can get here and get it taken care of. For instance, my AC will be fixed tomorrow morning. The compressor wasn't kicking on. It's one of them pre-trip things. DOT ain't gonna pop you on it. I don't if they even pay that much attention. You might get a DOT officer that will catch something like that, but they didn't, thank God. So I don't have to worry about that. I did suffer heat wise. Hell, I was in Georgia one night, man. It was hot as hell. Windows down, like it's blowing, literally was blowing hot ass air. So I didn't even bother to turn it on. You kind of hope a breeze come in here, and that's it. Try not to get fucked up by mosquitoes. But yeah, that's like that's just one of the trade-offs. One of them things where it's just like, you take the good with the bad and keep it pushing. So with that, I'm gonna leave y'all off. I do want to thank everybody that's been tuning in to my older stuff, regardless of me not being active as of late. Leaving comments, everybody that's been subscribing still, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for leaving feedback. I do respond to that. You know, so y'all be easy, y'all stay cool, be prosperous, everybody be safe, and I'll see y'all next time.